Alright, the next thing I want to show you is if you have multiple cities in your territory, what you can do to simplify getting all the information for each of these cities. So what we're going to do is we're going to make us another scraper. So go down to scrapers. Uh, Obviously in your queries I've done a few of the cities that are in this territory. So we're going to go to scrapers and make one that's new. So we'll start out with our beginning scraper for streets, and we're going to duplicate, and then you can double click on that one to bring up the edit, hit properties, and I'm going to call this one Yoakum, and hit save and or enter or whatever. And so then what we want to do is we want to go to the page that we're working on, and so I'm already on 77995 for Yoakum. And then what we want to do is we want to go back to the scrapers and check to make sure that our information is still correct. It should be. And so we're going to change our replace, take out Rungi, and we're going to put Yoakum. Hit return, and now let's check to see if this thing's actually going to work. We can hit save and then execute. So it says the automator is disabled. Do you want to activate it? So we'll cancel that. Go back out to manage, and if you notice, it's not checked. That's the one we're working on. That's the one we want running, so that's the only one we want running. So we check that one and make sure nothing else is checked. And since that's selected, we just hit execute. Now see, it brings up just the address deal. It doesn't bring up any streets, so we're going to have to go back and check our code real quick. So let's go back to the scraper, open this back up, go to our first street, which is Airport, and we're going to copy, paste, copy, paste. Sometimes you have to do this because they act a little squirrely, and so then we're going to save, and we're going to empty our cache. Yes, we want to empty it, and let's execute that. Now it actually worked. So sometimes the page is dynamic, and if you don't change it, then you're not going to get the information you're looking for. So we're going to take these first two out because those are not streets, and see how many we got. We should have 340, and it looks like if you look here it's got 788, so that means it's doubled. So we need to go back a little ways to, we know it started at Airport, and we see here it started again. So let's select that, go all the way to the bottom and select that and get rid of our duplicates. So now we have 393. Now you remember sometimes I told you that it had a different number. This one's okay, but sometimes they'll have a different number. Usually on the streets it's not a problem, but on the names it could be different. So now we want to go back to queries. We want to make a new query, and we're going to name it Yoakum, if I can spell right. And remember to do the same thing. Just select all of your information, drag and drop. Just left click, drag, drop onto the screen. Now you've got your other query done. Now I've got a couple more. I'm going to run through them real quick, and just keep pace with me, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go back to manage. We're going to deselect Yoakum, and the next one that I had to do, so we've done Westoff, Yoakum. Let's see. So we're going to go to Nordheim. None are selected. We'll hit empty our cache. Yes. And since it's already selected, we just go back to page. We put in our zip code, 78141. And it should automatically get everything that we need. So I'm going to delete that first line. Make sure how many we've got. Go to our page. It says 83. We've got 83. Go to queries. Make a new query. Nordheim. select, shift select, drag and drop. That one's done. Now we're going to go back to scrapers, deselect Nordheim, select Yorktown, empty the cache, yes, go to our page. Actually, just we didn't want that, so let's empty the cache again. And let's see, it's going to be 78164. And we should have 196. Delete that one. And 196. Go to queries, make a new one. Alright, and then we select, drag and drop. Alright, so those are all of our street queries. So now what we're going to do with this set of queries is we're actually going to use these to get all of the names that are in the in those particular areas. So that's what we're going to do on the next video.